Hey guys, it's Somi and welcome to my channel. This video is about how I manifested my best friend using law of attraction and how you can also do the same. Guys, if you hear any sound, then I'm so sorry, it's our upstairs neighbor. But honestly guys, by using this method, you can not only manifest your best friend, but you can also manifest your soulmate, your ideal boss, your ideal client. Basically, by using this method, you can manifest anyone that you want to have in your life. And I used this method to manifest my best friend. And at last, I will share some proof with you that this stuff actually works. So before going to the actual method, let me give you some brief history about my journey with friends so that you can know where I am coming from. I made my first close friend in 4th grade. Fast forward to 5th grade, she changed school because she was moving to another town. And that time we didn't have WhatsApp, so we could not communicate with each other, and then eventually we stopped talking. So from 6 to 9, I had friends, but I didn't have a best friend. A friend with whom you can do anything together. And guys, don't get me wrong. Friends that I had during these years were good people, except for some of them. That will happen in another story time later. Then, fast forward to 10th class. I met a new girl. Then we started talking and then we hit it off. And during whole of 10th grade, we were close friends. So in our school, there were two sections of humanities, A and B. I was in section A and she was in section B. So in section B, she made some new friends, and in section A, I made some new friends, and we eventually started hanging out with our own friends. Since we didn't have any subject in common, well, except for English, it is common for all. So this may be one of the reasons that we didn't interact with each other more often. But now guys, we talk to each other via WhatsApp, Instagram, and sometimes phone call. And I know that once we start to communicate or interact with each other more frequently, then our bond can once again become like that of 10th class. And she is still one of my close friends. And if you are watching this, you know I'm talking about you, right? Always remember that no matter how busy we are with our own life, I will always love you. Okay, now let's come to the part on how exactly I manifested my now best friend. The name of my now best friend is Shruti Srivastav, and I will talk more about her as the video goes. Sorry guys, a kid upstairs is playing with his ball and it is making so much noise. So in last few videos, I talked about law of attraction, how using law of attraction you can experience anything that you desire. So I've always wanted to have a best friend with whom I can enjoy my life and with whom I can be 100% myself. So that is what I always wanted. The very first thing I did was to set an intention. And I still remember that in the beginning of 11th grade, I told myself that no matter what happens in 11th and 12th, I'm gonna make friends during my college years. And I want to have positive friends. And thankfully, during 11th and 12th, I did make many good friends. Guys, setting an intention is very important. It will allow you to focus on your goals and eventually achieve them. So right now, if you want to manifest a best friend, then send it to the universe that I want to manifest a best friend. Just send it to the universe and the universe will definitely give your wish back to you. So the next thing I did was that I made a list of qualities that I want my best friend to have. And I'm going to show you the list in a minute. But law of attraction says that whatever you want, be as specific as you can. So I met Shruti 3 weeks ago. But I made this list. Let me show you. But I made this list. See, there are so many qualities that I wanted to have in my best friend. And guys, guess what? All of them came true except for one, and which was loves to work out. So yeah, as I was saying that I have written this list on 2nd May 2020, and I met her 3 weeks before, like in October. So that time when I made this list, I didn't know any Shruti. So yeah, this is proof 1. Here you can see proof 1. So to manifest your best friend, your soulmate, in a pen and paper, write down all the qualities that you want them to have. Next thing I did was to know my why. Why I wanted these qualities in a best friend. So before writing all the qualities, think for a moment. Why do you want this person to have this quality? Know your reasons. So for example, in my list, one quality that I had written was involved in studying and have same subjects as me. Why I wrote this? Because as I said that in 11th and 12th, me and that girl's subjects were not same, only English was same. So that's why we didn't have a lot to talk in. So because of that, I really wanted to have a friend who has same subjects as me. And guys, Shruti also has enrolled in BAJNMC, and she also has same subjects as me, and we are in the same class. So we are not in a different section and we don't have any different subjects. We have same subjects. Another thing that I wrote was always positive, because I am a kind of person that I most of the time try to be positive. So that's why it was very important for me to be with someone who is positive. The next thing I did was that I made a vision board. So as you can see, this is the vision board of 2020, and one section was fully for friends. And there you can see that I have picture of 2 girls, and that indicated to me and my best friend. Next thing I did was, and this step is the hardest step ever in manifesting whatever you want, whether it's best friend or a new car, house, anything that you want. This step is always there, and it is the hardest step to practice, which is believe that it is possible and it will happen, and then let it go. If you have a hard time in believing this, just say to yourself, even though I may not have a best friend right now, but I am sure that I will have one in the future, and just let it go. And with let it go, I do not mean to completely forget about it, because that is not possible. If one truly wants something, he or she cannot forget about it. What I mean from letting it go is, do not think about your best friend, your soulmate, your boss continuously 24/7, as this will send a signal to the universe of lacking something. And the more you send a signal for lacking, the more universe will send back the signal for lacking. What I did was that whenever I saw a video where a person was enjoying their time with their best friend, or story time with best friend, or any video like difference between friends and best friend, I always reminded myself, even though I do not have her right now, but I don't know how or when, but I know that I will one day manifest her. And guys, now see what has happened. You guys will meet Shruti once our college opens up. and she is also working on her YouTube channel. So as soon as she releases her first video, I will have her channel link down in the description so that you can see it for yourself how wonderful she is. And guys, one mistake that most people make is, suppose if they are trying to manifest a soulmate. So one thing that most people do is that whenever they see a happy couple, they get jealous. They say, how come she gets to have such a wonderful relationship and look at me, I've not even been in a relationship. So if you see someone having something that you really want, be happy for them. And in the book Power, it states that universe works on the power of love. So if you love the couple, then the universe will know, okay, this is what you also want. And sooner than later, you will have your soulmate with you. Some of you guys must be thinking that, Swami, it's only been 3 weeks since you met Shruti, and that too in online. So how do you know whether she is your best friend or not? So guys, with her, there are 2 things to remember. First is making the list. That's why making a list of qualities is so important, because it will make it easy for you to identify the right person. And I'm not saying that all of the qualities of the list will come true, but most of them will definitely come true. If you have 10 qualities, 6 to 8 of them must come true. The second thing was gut feeling. You know, our gut, our intuition helps us. So you might have felt sometime that if you have talked to one person, you might have not received a good vibe from them, and you might have thought that, okay, this person is good, but he or she is not for me. And then there are some people with whom you meet and you have instant connection, like, oh wow, this person is so great, me and her, me or him will bond so much better. So whenever you meet someone, pay attention to your gut feeling. So guys, just follow these steps and soon you will also have your best friend, your soulmate, your client, your boss with you in your life. And guys, again and again I am saying is to believe that you will have what you right now desire for. And some of you guys might be thinking that, Swami, she knew about the list and she is acting in that way to be your best friend. Guys, no, that's not the thing. When I met her, she didn't even know that I had a list. So it was 3-4 days later after we met. One day I was just scrolling through my journal and then I found this page. And I was just looking at the qualities, and within 3 days we talked so much that I knew about her. However, there were some things that I didn't know about her. So what I did was, I just asked her questions, and you can see the receipt in the screen right now. She didn't know that I had some list. So I asked her questions like, do you like to watch Khatro Ke Khiladi? Do you believe in self-love? And what all? You can see it here. And guys, she answered, and that time I was sure that she is the best friend that I've wanted for so long. I really want to read all of the list right now, but this can make the video too long. So maybe I will save it for another video. And Shruti, if you are watching this, then I'm so grateful to have you, and thank you for choosing me as your best friend. The way you do things for me or make me feel, I hope that one day I can also give the same back to you, and I will try my best. So that's all for today's video, guys. And guys, always remember, if I can manifest my best friend using these methods, then you also definitely can manifest them. And guys, I have not only manifested Shruti, but all the wonderful friends during college. And I'm so grateful for the friends that I have in high school. So that is all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that this video helped you in some way, and all the best. If you want to manifest your soulmate, boss, client, then all the best, and you can definitely do it. And once you do let me know.